Practice makes perfect.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back, sisters. You're watching Women's AM with myself, Liz, and joining me on the panel today we have Sister Ayan, Sister Nasima, and you'll notice that Sister Nusrat has left us and we are now joined by Sister Shapla, who is going to give us a floristry demonstration to create something beautiful for our Eid tables, inshallah. Sister Shapla, welcome to the show. I'm very intrigued by everything you have in front of you. I think it's going to look lovely. So what are you going to do for us today?
What we're going to do for you today is called a floral cupcake. You can use it on a centre table, or you can gift it to someone for Eid, or generally for iftar.
Sounds lovely. I love this sort of thing. This is right up my street. So how do we start with this?
Well, we start off
cupcake?
with this Oasis floral foam. What you need to do is actually take this off when you're arranging your foam, and you have to wet the foam.
Yeah.
So it turns to this colour.
Okay.
So it's darker green shade. And put that aside because I don't need that anymore. Once you've got that shade, you can start arranging your flowers.
So where can we get these cupcake, lovely cupcake holders from?
You can get these from eBay, or you can get them from arts and crafts shops.
Okay. So it's just like shopping around.
Yeah, but generally I think eBay is the best place because they do it quite well priced, I think. But I'll start with just telling you with the flowers. I've actually cut them already, but usually they're obviously longer.
Yes.
But just for demonstration purposes, what you need to do is make sure the flowers that you use are all the same length.
Okay.
Obviously using a florist scissors, you cut it to the same length.
Yeah, and I was thought you always cut it on an angle,
yes,
like
you cut
doing
it
that.
to an angle. You don't cut it straight. Why? Because so the water flow can go up stems.
Okay.
There is obviously water in here, so that keeps the
so that'll keep it looking
fresh. Keep the flowers fresh. Yeah. What you need to start with first is not the roses. Once you've got the sizes correct on every single flower, you start with the well, I would say the fillers first, not the main flower, the fillers, and you start arranging the fillers. So it goes. Obviously, you've got to cut it to the correct size.
So we're starting from the bottom up.
That's correct.
Okay.
And you start on the sides.
Yeah.
And then you work yourself
so you put it into the sponge?
That's correct. Okay. And the sponge got water in it, so obviously absorbs, the plant does absorb the water from the foam. And you work yourself around, and eventually, usually takes about 8 minutes, we do end up with a lovely arrangement with just
I think that looks lovely just on itself.
It's gorgeous. This flower's called Gypsophilia, just in case you want to know. These are quite popular in flower arrangement.
Yes.
Why? Because they fill up the arrangement very well. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
There is still quite a few gaps there, so I would carry on if you've got more time. But the next thing you could use is a different flower just to make it a bit more prettier, if you like. And these are called chrysanthemums. There are lots of types of chrysanthemums. And just to make it a bit more eye-catching, if you like.
And a bit more colour.
Yes, a bit more colour. Again,
does it have to be symmetrical when you're putting them in? Do you always keep it
Do you know what? When it comes to arranging, it's like artwork. There's no right or wrong answer. You arrange it the way you feel looks nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, as long as it looks nice to the eye, it's fine.
So it's a very personal thing.
Yeah, it's a very personal thing.
How did you get into floristry then?
I actually got into floristry about 5-6 years ago, when my daughter was about 2 years old. Simply because she was 2 and I had nothing else for her to do. But my mum was actually the initial person who started flowers. She did flower making at home.
Oh wow, so it's been passed down from the family.
Yeah, she didn't do it as a business, she did it for personal reasons.
Yeah.
And hence why I thought, Mum, you should really make it into a business. So she was like, Mum, I don't have time for this. I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Wow. So I see you've got some gorgeous yellow roses there. So what do you do with those?
Once we've done these and you feel that it feels sufficient enough, there is some spaces left, and then you start putting the roses in. Again, these are the same length. So once you've done that, eventually you should end up with the end result, which is...
Present the finished product, inshallah.
The finished product here.
And that looks absolutely
fastest
beautiful.
arrangement I've ever done.
And if anyone's wondering, this was not done on purpose.
We promise.
We're matching.
And you know what I like about it? It's not too big. You know, sometimes a table arrangement can be a bit over.
Yeah, the iftar table or even as a present.
But do you know what, even for a beginner, because I don't do flower arranging, I usually just kind of buy my flowers, pop it in a vase, and this is quite nice because I think to myself, flower arranging.
If anyone wanted to learn any more tricks of the trade, I understand you're doing a workshop.
That's correct, we're doing a got a charity workshop on Saturday actually. We're arranging a wedding bouquet, because of the wedding season coming up.
Of course, yeah.
So we're doing one this weekend actually, so that'll be quite fun.
And
it's
that's
a bit different to
hosted
this.
by...
And it's hosted by Dial Project.
Okay, lovely.
Yes, it's hosted by Dial Project, and hopefully aiming to...
I think it's such a fantastic skill to have, and as you say, once you've got the basics, then you can kind of, you know, just be creative
That's
and build on
correct.
it, can't you?
The same. It requires the same skills when you do a wedding bouquet to a normal vase arrangement. It requires the same skills.
Yeah.
As long as you know one, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Jazakallah khair. As I said, right up my street, I would definitely be trying that at home. I've got some Oasis at home, so
Brilliant.
I'll send you some pics, inshallah.
Yes, brilliant.
Thank you so much, Sister Shapler. I know I will be spending my weekend honing my floristry skills, and hopefully I can create something even half as beautiful as Sister Shapler. Once again, we've come to the end of another show and another week. Please do join us again on Monday live at 11 a.m.